What's going on, family? Welcome to another episode of the Seez Monroe Show. I am your host, and today we're here to talk about Blade again. Now, patrons of the Seez Monroe Show, we're gathered here today because we just lost a very important piece to this film: the director. Now, that might seem scary to you all, but in all honesty, at this point, I get where the frustration is coming from. Look at what we've done so far. We've announced Blade like 6 years ago. I don't even remember. I could have sworn it was around the same time we pronounced who Black Panther was playing. Like, it's been a while. But either way, Blade is one of those very touchy subjects because in all reality, it wasn't really a popular comic. It was just a popular film that created this great thing as we know as the MCU. And if it wasn't for Wesley Snipes being the top tier action star that he was in the 90s, we don't know if Blade would have worked back then. So in all honesty, we should be worried about this. Think of this as a collective. If we get a bad MCU film out of this Blade movie, that's going to stop a lot of momentum that the MCU has. We've already we destroyed phase 4. We're going into phase 5 with Ant-Man. We have one more film with Wakanda Forever for phase 4. But again, no matter how great this film is, that's not going to save a whole phase. I'm sorry. That's not what this is going to do for us. But it's going to be amazing. I know it's going to be amazing, although we haven't recast T'Challa yet, and I'm still kind of upset about that. And I know you guys are wondering, like, why are these people leaving? Well, this movie has been pushed back so far. It's supposed to come out November 2023. It is almost November 2022, and the film was just supposed to start filming in October of 2022. So in all reality, I get the frustration from the director. He's not going to be able to get his vision out the way that he wants it. So he pretty much just stepped down. He's not going to put a bad stripe on his lapel just because we want a great film and we want it fast. Mahershala Ali, on the other hand, I feel like he's on the brink of leaving, not because he feels the film isn't going to be great, because look at the Green Book. Did anybody see that? It won an Oscar, but in all reality, did you actually watch this film? So no, I don't believe that's why he's leaving. I believe he's leaving because this film has been pushed back so far and he's missing a lot of money and opportunities because Marvel has him wrapped up in this film. So in all reality, he's missing out on a lot of what he could be doing and should be doing right now. And he's missing roles. I'm sure he's got trained and he probably put on some weight for this role. I say that because I don't know how a small Blade is going to turn out on screen. I don't know if you guys seen Mahershala Ali. He's a really small dude. Wesley Snipes was a short guy, but he was pretty stocky. So yeah, I just don't know how this is going to work out, but we'll see. But before we go any further, I want you guys to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that notification bell. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Let's get back into it. But in all reality, I'm real disappointed in Marvel right now. It's like we don't know what we're doing at this point. We have these MCU shows that's terrible with a few exceptions here and there. Like Loki was a great show, but it was a great show because of the Easter eggs more than it was for the actual show. Miss Marvel was a great show, but it was more for what Miss Marvel represented than the actual show itself. So where are we going here? We're just throwing stuff at a wall, hoping that it sticks, and it's getting a little irritating. At this point, I feel like we just need a small reset of events. Reason being is I feel like, again, Marvel is rushing this Blade project because they have an end date and they haven't even started yet. So that we're not going to get the greatness that it deserves out of it. In all honesty, another thing that I was hearing about this Blade project, that it had a bad script. So I know for a fact that we're not going out there getting the resources that we need for this film to do great or be great. We're just looking to lump Blade in with another character, which I'm guessing is going to be the Black Knight. early on in the 1920s, because that's where they're saying this film takes place at. And later on, as you can see in Eternals, how he hooks up with I forgot the guy's name, not even going to think about it right now. But either way, I feel like that's where they're trying to go with it for the Midnight Suns project. But in all reality, Blade is a good standalone character on its own. We need to build him up just like we built up these other characters. Why do I say we need to do that? Is because we're going to rush this project to the point of it's going to be really bad and we're not going to have any interest towards the character at all. These other characters that we have in the MCU that we can rush and lump in together, and they can create shows for them if they want a backstory. But I feel like movies are more of a more serious, the more directing. You have one direction for this film because you have one director directing this film versus a series where there's multiple directors directing a series. So that will help a lot with this, and I hope they get back on the right track with this, because from a childhood standpoint, if I don't want to see this movie fail like this, it deserves to be great, and it will be great if they get the right resources. The runtime needs to be over 2 hours or just at 2 hours. The writers need to be the right writers. We need to contact Wesley Snipes because he was a big part of why the Blade films actually succeeded in the 90s. So come on, Marvel, what are we doing here? But that's pretty much it, y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Let's be great, Marvel. Don't disappoint.